$40 a pound, you know. Why pay $9.95 for walleyes when you can go out and get them yourself?
Now you got 4 windows in this, a door,
Yeah.
sturdiness,
Oh yeah.
in and out in 15 seconds?
Yeah, we've got an upgraded model coming out for '93 too. That's will have more of a cargo look to it.
Now, is this, what's the size, what's the dimension on
This
this?
is 6.5 by 12 foot.
Now, what's available? What other ones sizes do you have?
Oh, this is the most popular one. We build them 4 by 8 all the way up to probably 14, 16 foot long. But this is the most popular. It's real portable. It's easy to handle. It's light.
Trailers are available on all models?
Yeah.
Let's get this set up and we'll start ice fishing.
Okay.
Randy, that brings us to the Strike Master Cobra. This is the Cadillac of the line. Why do I got to have something like this?
Lonnie, I'm not sure you need this because you don't fish enough to warrant a Cadillac, all right? And you don't work hard enough for a Cadillac, let alone ice fish hard enough.
But this takes away to work.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a big contingent in the ice fishing market that needs the biggest, the best, the most powerful. These guys are serious. They're going out drilling 50, 100 holes. They need the workhorse, and that's what the Cobra series is designed to do.
Are we talking about the guys, you're up on Mille Lacs, you're up on Lake of the Woods, and they're going to drill the holes for you, that type of thing, and you're going to come out with the ice house and that type of thing?
We've got one of these machines, these Cobras, up at Lake of the Woods right now, and the guy drills about 500 holes a day. We're not saying it's a commercial machine. It's a good machine for the guy who is really serious. It's a heavy machine, it's a big machine, but it's a workhorse. We make it in 3 horsepower and 3.5 horsepower. Some of the features we were able to do, designing this machine, the Cobra, as you can see, has a yellow PVC foam grip, a little more comfortable than a cold piece of steel. We were able to design in some hand restraints here. As you well know, in ice fishing, right before breakthrough, all machines are going to kick a little bit.
Especially with this much power.
Especially with this much power, this much torque. And so we were able to weld in, before we put the PVC on the handles, weld in hand retainers. So if you got the big choppers on, the big mitts, your hands don't end up on the corner and knock your knuckles on your fish house wall if you're using it inside a fish house. This is the Cobra. It's got the Strike Master inline transmission, 8 and 10-inch auger dimensions. The Cobra Pro is a 1/2 horsepower bigger. It is a super commercial grade machine.
That's your 3.5.
A 3.5 horsepower. The most powerful, strongest auger on the market. And with that, again, it has a 8 and 10-inch auger, but we put double blades on the auger. We've got double cutting action. It doesn't make the auger any faster, it makes it much smoother. So if you're drilling a lot of holes, that's the one for you. One thing we do design into the Cobra Pro especially for the guys in Lake of the Woods in Canada. We designed an internal auger extension. We get so many
For depth.
For depth, right. If you're at Lake of the Woods and you find out you're bottoming out at the transmission, you're not through the ice yet, you're a long drive back to town to get an extension to put on to get fishing. So what we did, we added another 18 inches onto your auger length by simply unscrewing the pin, raising the auger up, pushing the pin back in, you're ready to go fishing.
Well, Randy, we're all set up here. The kids are catching some fish. I know Roger over here caught one for sure. I'm going to get in this dandy fish house and warm up.
Can I just say one thing, Lon? Can we do this next July when it's not so daggone cold out here?
I'm going to turn this over to Greg Smith over in Big Lake, and let's find out what's going on over there.
As you say, Lon, I'm over here on Big Lake in Big Lake, Minnesota at the snowmobile race, and today I'm joined by Jerry Dillon, who's president of the Motorsports Racing Plus. And Jerry, could you tell us a little bit about what's going on here today?
Well, we're glad to have you out here. This is Big Lake Winterfest. It's a MRP Pro Snowcross Series event. We've got 15 classes of racing, everything from junior to pro racing and the modified sleds. We'll be racing all day out here today with qualifying races and all day tomorrow with the finals.
So it'll be going again tomorrow. You have how many races during the season, Jerry?
This is the fourth of our, I should say the fifth of our 8 events this season scheduled. And we started out up in Spirit Mountain in Duluth back in the end of November, and we'll be finishing up in Garrison, Minnesota in February with the World Series of Snowcross.
Very good. If somebody was interested in coming to spectate at one of your races or possibly entering the race, what would be a good way for them to get more information from you?
Well, a good way to get more information is most snowmobile dealers in the area do have our posters and flyers out. Otherwise, they can give us a call at Motorsports Racing Plus. We're out of the Minneapolis area, and our phone number is 612-786-7338.
Jerry, this is the 3rd annual race here at Big Lake, is that correct?
I think it's the 4th annual this year.
I see. And could you explain a little bit about how the breakdown of the racing goes and how you determine who the finalists are?
What happens is today we'll be running the qualifying races, and it's 3 laps of head-to-head competition on the snowcross course here with turns both right and left, and the drivers go head-to-head battling for the top 3 positions to move on to the semifinals or final rounds, which will be tomorrow.
And tomorrow then the leaders of the heats today will compete with one another for the finals.
Right, tomorrow's when they really run for the gold. You know, they run for the trophies and the payback and the monies. I think the race purse this year will be approaching $10,000 at this event.
So in addition to trophies, there's prize money for this particular racing circuit.
Absolutely. Miller Genuine Draft is the sponsor of the event, and they're putting up extra $2,000 for the pro purse this year. That's Gross Line Beverage out of Anoka.
Now I understand you're having a week off, and then your next race is going to be in Rochester?
That is correct. We'll be in Rochester, I think on the 23rd and 24th. The following weekend we'll be at Siren, Wisconsin. We have 2 weeks off, and then we wrap it up with the World Series of Snowcross up in Garrison, Minnesota.
Very good, Jerry. Thank you.
Even with the outdoor temperatures in the single digits and the wind chill well below 0, the fans still come out to see this exciting outdoor winter activity.
I'm joined today by Randy Zwilling, one of the drivers who just finished the first heat. And Randy, you're from Big Lake, is that right?
Yep.
Could you tell us a little bit about the machine you're running?
It's a 1993 Jag Arctic Cat 440 fan cooled, and I run it in the semi-pro class. That's one class under pro class. So
Now, after winning this first heat, now where do you go next?
now I got to run. I run semi-pro 3 on a 580 ZR, which is a bigger sled than the one I'm running now. So
That's a different class race then?
yep, that's semi-pro 3.
So then after that, you come back tomorrow and
Yep.
compete in the finals?
Yep, if I make it, I got to qualify for the finals. They always run a last chance on Saturday, so there's a chance that I can make it in tomorrow too yet.
So even if a person doesn't make good the first heats, he's got a chance to come back later in the day and qualify for Saturday or Sunday finals then?
Yep, you still got a chance to come back. So
Do you have any idea how many sleds are registered out here today?
they had 120 entries, I think, or 180, I can't remember. And yes, this
Looks like a pretty good group. Looks like a pretty good group.
Yeah, good crowd out here.
Lot
Especially
of-
for the weather, it's pretty cold out here.
Well, that wind makes it that way, isn't it?
Yeah, if the wind would die down, it'd be better.
Well, we want to wish you a lot of luck the rest of the weekend.
Okay, thank you.
As with all types of racing, there's always the element of danger and risk. These machines are often traveling up to 80 miles an hour, and at those speeds, many times a mishap like this one can occur. Luckily, the driver was able to walk away here, but he was unable to continue the race due to damage to his machine.
I'm joined by Bob Austin from Big Lake, who's going to get out on that track in about 4 more heats and make a run. Bob, what can you tell me about your race?
Well, the race I'm going to be going into is a Sport 3 race. There's 13 different entries in it. I'm probably the oldest at 47. Most of these guys are starting out, and they range age from 17, 18 up, I guess, but something like that. We're going to go out there and have some fun.
So what do your teammates tell you about the track conditions so far?
I built the track the last 2 days, so I know all about the track, but the conditions on the thing, on the inside, it's a little bit rough. Outside, we're pushing some snow towards the outside, so that portion of the track is getting to be loose. It's hard to drive it.
I see. So building it's not going to give you any particular advantage out there?
Absolutely none.
Okay, Bob. Thanks a lot.
You bet. Thank you.
And we will be right back with more of Wright Outdoors right after these words from Kendall Buick.
Thank you. To all of you attracted by Buick's reputation for quality, but who think a new Buick is beyond your means, may I make the following suggestion? Go see the new Buick Skylark Custom. It is every bit a quality Buick. And as the most affordable Buick for 1993, it makes Buick quality more attractive than ever.
Kendall Buick, 5 miles east of Buffalo on Highway 55.
They say the only difference between men and little boys is the length of their pants and the price of their toys. And when the big boys get ready, they know that H&H Sport Shop on Highway 55 in Maple Lake is their one-stop sporting goods store. No matter what the season or the reason, H&H Sport Shop can handle all your sporting goods needs in one convenient stop. So now's the time to update your tackle box and make sure you're ready with all the right equipment from H&H Sport Shop, where they service what they sell.
Get hooked every Saturday morning.